updated makeup routine because I feel like my makeup has definitely changed a lot. Y'all, my hair is starting to curl right here. I'm gonna have to like do something about that, bro, because absolutely not, bro. So the first thing that I do for my makeup routine is I moisturize my face. I don't do too much because somehow my skin be breaking out. I literally just take a little bit on my face because this is very glowy on the face. So yeah, I don't really use too much of that. The next thing I use is the e.l.f. primer, Power Grip Primer. I really like this one a lot because it really like holds my makeup together. Because if you're someone who just likes to wear like quite a bit of makeup, it's always good to like make sure your face is moisturized and you're wearing a good primer, because if you want that makeup to stay, baby, you best put on that Power Grip Primer, bro. So my foundation is a little too dark for my face because it's not quite summer yet, so I'm still pretty pale. But I go ahead and take some of my foundation and a lighter shade of concealer, and I go ahead and mix the two, and that's what it's looking like. Y'all just gotta trust the process because I still need to get a lighter concealer too for my face. So like I said, you gotta trust the process. Especially right now because this is literally my summer shade. So, and I kind of just use my finger, put it wherever I feel like I want it, wipe that off, and then I go ahead and use a beauty blender. Once upon a time, I used to use like brushes instead of a beauty blender, and I liked using that. Like, don't get me wrong, like I liked using the brushes, but then like sometimes it would leave like a streak. Do I say streak or do I say mark? Like, I feel like saying streak sounds weird, but like it would just like leave a like line of where you moved the brush on my face, and then I'd go in with the beauty blender, and I liked it. Like, I feel like it did good, but for the most part I just be using a beauty blender and call it a day. All right, the next thing that I do is my contour, and I just use this contour stick and I go upwards. Okay, if y'all want a snatch face, go upwards with it, please. And then a little bit on my chin and my forehead. I kind of put dots everywhere for real and call it a day. My nose, as you see, it's nothing special. It's on there, it'll work. We're gonna go ahead and blend it out, and I use a kind of like weird shaped brush like this to blend it out. And I kind of just start patting it in just a little bit, and yes, this takes a second because look. And then I start kind of dragging it a little bit to help really blend it. Gotta blend this out because I end up putting concealer right here, and it just like will really just be disappearing. So blend it out. You want to do the same thing to the other side. Now I do my chin. Trust me, I know I'm looking scary, bro, but you just gotta trust the process when I'm doing this part, especially like when it comes to me doing my freaking contour. You just gotta trust me. Since I have my edges right here, I use the other side of the brush right here just for this part, and then I'll take it back out and blend it. I'll be careful because my eyebrows are right here. Now, I don't ever feel like redoing my eyebrows, bro. Especially when you do your eyebrows and you mess them up, bro. They be ruining your whole day knowing that you have to sit there and redo your eyebrows. Use some smaller brush to blend out my nose. And then for the top of my nose, I'm gonna just go like this. And then for the bottom part, I go up on one side, up on the other, and then connect it so you get that bang nose right there. And then I go back up here to help those harsh lines blend a little more, because they be looking a little scary. Alright, I know I'm looking scary, but like I said, trust the process. Now it's time for my concealer to blend all of this in. I go ahead and use a darker one and a lighter one. It don't really look like it, but I promise you they are two different colors. So I go ahead and take the darker one under right here, and I kind of just drag it a little bit. Do the same thing to the other side. Kind of something like that. And then I use a darker one for right here, and also my forehead and my nose. Just like that, y'all. And then for the lighter one, this goes in like the corners. Just like that, y'all. I do not blend this out yet right here. I'll blend everything out first. So the chin. So now once I got that blended, I do my forehead. Make sure I get everything nice and blended, y'all. Now I do my nose. I start with this part first, and I kind of just go back and forth. Then I just drag that extra part down and then blend it and blend this out. So I start in the middle and then go that way, then I work right there. It's weird, but trust me. And then key to a snatched face is doing this, okay? And once I do that, I do the same thing to the other side, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and blend this out with this part just a little bit, because it is more on the harsher line and you don't want too like of a harsher line. So then I just blend that out a little bit. See, do the same thing to the other side. Okay, once all that is done, I go in with some bronzer now. This thing is broken, okay, so it's just the bronzer, and then I have this wonky little brush. Dip it in, and I take the excess and I just do that, because it can be a lot. Trust, it can be a lot on the face. So, and then can't forget the forehead. And I do the same thing for my nose. I go back to using this brush, take it, and I just go right here. Like that, y'all. Now once I do that, I take a now wider concealer and I go ahead, put it in the inner corners, a little bit on my nose, my chin, and a few spots right there. It looks weird, but I like doing this. And then I just blend that out, especially just using like bronzer and stuff like that. Like sometimes like it just be making your face look a little darker than it needs to be. So doing this definitely helps and make it so your face ain't looking dark. But once I'm done with that, I go ahead and it's time for blush. I use this, the Wet n Wild. It's like a pretty pink shade, and wherever I put that like line right there, that's where I go ahead and I put my blush. Like I said, if y'all want a face that's like very like, you know, swooped up, like I'm trying to help y'all out, especially if you have a round face like I do. I have a very round face, so yeah, a little bit on the nose, boom. And set my face with some powder, and also with the powder you're following up with that line that you created right there. So now once I do that, I do my nose. And then around right there. because my face can get like oily right there sometimes. So anyways, now it's time for the jaw. Go ahead, take that powder, snatched, okay? Just like that, y'all. I let this sit for a little minute, and then I will go ahead and then brush it all off. So I go ahead and use this brush, and I literally just wipe everything off. But I start with my jaw first, and I tap it into the skin, and I do the same thing for my eyeballs, my under eye, and then you can kind of just do that. Once you got that all nice and blended, and then my forehead, just tap it, because it's not like I leave a big like white powdery spot on my forehead, but I just make sure I blend that. And then with this brush also, I take a little bit of the powder on here, and I kind of just go around my face a little bit, because especially when it's starting to warm up outside, your face kind of can get sweaty or oily. So especially if you're going to be outside, I suggest you do this, especially around the places that you know you get oily. This other powder, it's always in my purse. Like, I always keep that in my purse, especially if I know I'm going to be outside. And I take this, and this is not like a powder, I don't know how to really explain it. It is a powder, but like, I don't know. Take it, and I put it underneath my eyes. But like, do y'all see the difference? I know y'all see the difference. And for my nose, I use it for my nose as well. I use a little bit and then kind of go all over the nose, around my oily spots on my face. I go back in with a little bit more blush. I use two different ones, so I'm gonna use this one. This one, bro, as you see, it's like about gone, so I fold my brush and I get the edges of it, and then I just put that up here. I will take a little bit more bronzer and like right here. I do the same thing to the other side, and then a little bit on the forehead, not too much. We'll use this brush a little bit, because like I'll put a tiny bit on my eye, not too much, just enough to kind of like blend that little crease right there that I have. Okay. Now once my base and everything and all this is done, it's time for the highlighter. So I use Glimmer and Glisten. I mix them both, because the glisten is very white and the glimmer is like kind of more of like a tan color. So I mix them both, and I just lightly put it on my cheeks like that, just like that. And then I use glisten for on top of my eyebrows. I use this brush. I also mix glisten and glimmer for my nose, put it at the end, and then I just take my finger and blend it out with my finger for the bridge of my nose. This in, because y'all, like, literally this highlighter be highlighting. Okay, so blend that. Then I just go with glisten and go in the corners. Now once everything's all done, I take my Milani Make It Last matte setting spray. I literally like my face looking matte. I don't like my face shiny. Like, that's why like most of my products are matte. I just don't like the shiny look. I don't know what it is, but I don't like it. So, well, okay. Now once that's all nice and dried, also I can take my hair clips out. As you see, this is like literally fluffing up so bad, y'all. Like, I don't know what is exactly going on, but I'm gonna need to fix that. Anyways, that is my updated makeup routine. Oh, pause. I almost forgot the most important step. Lip gloss. Anyways, that is my now updated makeup routine. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. If y'all want more videos like this, or if y'all just have more videos in mind, please let me know, because I'm literally struggling on trying to find like what I should do for my YouTube channel, because like, bro, what am I supposed to do? I mean, hey, we'll just go with the flow, I guess, because that's just what I be doing. I be going with the flow, calling it a day. So anyways, I hope y'all enjoy this makeup routine. I'll see you on the next one.